Welcome to Agilam. Jay Balan speaking. In the last episode, we had been discussing about selecting one product and selecting one country to venture into export. And that process has to be done with extraordinary care. The selected product must be widely saleable in the foreign markets. The selection of the product as well as the selection of the market are going to decide your success in international trade. So you have to take extraordinary care in deciding these two aspects. But care must be taken that you should not go beyond one product and you should not go beyond one country in the initial stage. Because diversification of products and diversification of markets will entail a longer duration and it may even lead to fail. So you have to be very specific in deciding the product as well as in deciding the country. For decision of these two things, that is the product and the market, you have to search many number of websites available and you have go through thorough information. Based on the collected information, you have to rightly decide these two aspects. Then alone you can be able to get success. The next idea is that the product is selected, the market is selected, now it's over. In case you are a manufacturer of products, then it's okay, no problem. In case you are an indirect exporter, that is a merchant exporter, you have to arrange for sourcing of the products from the manufacturers. So now you have to select who are all the manufacturers who are nearer to you and who are making the products. And they should be having versatile knowledge and experience in the manufacture and supply of those products, and it will be good if he has supplied to exporters. And by meeting the supplier, you can be able to get many number of useful tips from the manufacturer as far as the product is concerned. One thing you should remember in mind that product knowledge as well as people knowledge are equally important in getting success in business. It may be in international trade as well as international trade. You should have the people knowledge as well as product knowledge thoroughly well, then only you can be able to succeed. Just simply entering and winning in the market is not possible, both in the domestic as well as external markets. That is very much important. Now you have decided to meet many number of manufacturers and you have collected many number of plethora of information regarding the product information. You have collected it and you have made some tie-up arrangements with some of the manufacturers. Now it's over. Now the product is ready, you have decided the country and you have arranged for sourcing of products from the manufacturers. Now, the next question is, you should identify and locate who are the buyers in the target markets. You have selected one country to sell that one product in that country, and you should be knowing who are all the prospective buyers of this product in those particular markets. Many people are telling that it's a complicated issue, but I can tell you very strongly it's not at all a complicated process. It's a very simple and humble, easy process. You can collect as many number of as importers. You can collect almost freely, free of cost, by sitting in your home. You can collect many number of addresses of the buyers in that foreign country. You need not go all the way getting passport and visa, spending plenty of money in those fields. You can simply collect such information. There are many number of organizations who are providing you the list of buyers of that product in that particular country. I am telling you one of the sources, one among the sources, one by one. Now, there are international organizations in the foreign countries. They call it as Indian embassies in foreign countries, diplomatic missions abroad. In each and every country, India has its representative offices in those countries. Those countries are called the embassies of India, and those countries will be headed by the high commissioners or the consuls generals or the ambassadors or like that. You can just write them a letter. Preferably you can send a postal letter rather than sending the email. In case the email is not being responded, you have to send only written letters. Hard copy of the letters you have to send to them by post. And you can request them, you can ask them to send the importers details of your product in those countries. They can send you, they used to send you. They also give you some useful tips, some useful guidances and some related information they are giving you for getting success. You can avail their services at any point of time, any number of times as and when you require them. You can write them letters, they will send you. Number one. Number two, there are 37 export promotional organizations in India for different product groups. As far as agriculture and the processed products are concerned, there is an export promotion council called APEDA, APEDA, Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. And for the seafoods, there is one organization called MPEDA, MPEDA, Marine Products Export Development Authority. And of course, there is one Spices Board of India, Coconut Development Board of India, the Coffee Board, Tea Board, Rubber Board, it goes on. Many number of similar organizations as far as agricultural and food products are concerned. And it goes on like this. There are there are Engineering Export Promotion Council, Plastic Export Promotion Council, Chemicals and Allied Products Export Promotion Council, Basic Chemicals and Cosmetics Export Promotion Council, the Pharmaceutical Export Promotion Council. It goes on. So there are 37 export promotion councils are there in India. You can search the councils through Google in your system. Now you have to identify to which export promotion council the selected product is coming under the purview. And you can get in touch with them, you can talk to them, you can ask them, you can request them to send the details of the importers of your product in the target country of yours. You have to select it. And there are several import promotion organizations in many of the foreign countries. They are helping you to give you the addresses of the importers of your product in those particular countries. You can write to them. And the list goes on. So you can contact them for getting the addresses of importers in those countries. They can definitely send you the details required by you free of cost. The rest of the issue we will discuss in the next episode. Thank you.